All right, so the next to last thing that we're going to cover, the next to last tip is one that can be very devastating. So be very careful about this one as well. So in addition to practicing by yourself, one of the worst things that you can do is make a video of you presenting that presentation and then reviewing it all by yourself. Remember, you're your own worst critic. So if you video your presentation, you will take everything that we just talked about in the previous couple of minutes about practicing alone in front of a mirror, and you're going to intensify it exponentially. So many of my competitors believe that watching yourself on video is really a key to better presentations. However, I found the exact opposite to be true. Remember, everything you ever learned about public speaking is wrong? This is one of those things. When most people see themselves on video, they're often more critical than even when they practice alone, because we see visual proof now that we stink at this thing, right? So it can be very challenging. And I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, we used to actually have cassette recorders. I mean, it just tells you how old I am. I'm an old guy. So cassette players, we could record. I remember my brother and I would record songs off of the radio so that we wouldn't have to buy them from the record store. And so we thought that it would be fun to pretend to be disc jockeys in between the songs. And I remember hearing my voice for the first time, hearing myself as the pretend disc jockey and thinking, oh my God, who's that little girl speaking? So my voice, when I heard it on the tape, was totally different from what I heard in my head. And you'll likely do the same most likely anyway, have a negative reaction when you watch yourself on video. So be very careful about that. Now, we do use some videotape feedback or video feedback in the Fearless Presentations classes. However, our instructors are trained to point out that the things that we're doing right or that the speakers are doing right. So our instructors are constantly pointing out what a class member is doing well throughout that entire video review. So when you review your videos alone, you don't get that positive feedback. So just like in the previous tip, basically you want to practice once or twice with at least one person live and stay away from video feedback unless you have a trained professional coach helping you kind of see the positive.